Hello, everyone. Today we have a Somankur with us, and he is recently finished PMP exam, and I am very happy about it, especially because he is coming from our first live virtual class or a batch, which just got concluded, I think, 2 weeks ago, if I am not wrong. And this was a first
No,
thing for
last week.
me. Last week only, yeah, last week only.
Yeah,
And then he was
last
too
week.
excited to give the exam and successfully guide rest of us about how to go for the exam. Now, before I talk about your exam experience and all, why don't you introduce yourself? Give us a little bit background about you.
Yeah. Hi, Saket. I'm myself Somankur Sarkar. Um, I am currently living in United Kingdom. I am a civil engineer and 18 years of postgraduate experience. So last 3 years I'm living in UK.
Mhm,
So basically my role in the civil engineering, I am in the project control department
mhm,
and leading one of the prestigious project in England, that is high speed rail, which
mhm,
is currently going on. So I am a lead planner on this project
mhm,
from
mhm,
my organization. So I try to sit in this exam PMP from long time, because in for the planner perspective, this PMP qualification is too much essential. And when your experience is going more and more,
mhm,
means at
mhm,
the time of maybe 10 years it is not, but when you experience cross the 15 years experience or something like that, then that time this type of professional qualification is required to
mhm,
promote yourself or to go in higher level or to leading
mhm,
any important project. So on that perspective, then my organization asked me to, okay, you need to do something to go for the next level. Basically that is
mhm.
most important things for me.
Good. Yeah.
So so then I thought, okay, let's try for the PMP, and I joined your class.
Great, but this is very interesting. You are coming from a civil engineering background, and from this 2021 January 2021, PMP is becoming a little bit agile oriented, and I can sense it must be a little difficult to visualize agile way of working for you. What do you think about the PMP exam as a civil engineer?
No, see, basically, of course, it is a new approach for the PMI perspective. Uh, but I think means if you want, if we want, we can also introduce this agile technique in our civil engineering industry. Means civil engineering is not meaning only the construction, right? The construction plus design. Design
Mm-hmm,
is basically in-house department,
mm-hmm,
and in-house design department, and moreover I could say it is already in the civil engineering department, but it is the name is not agile. Like, I'm giving you the example that before any construction start, the design is the first phase, and from the before design we need to do the concept.
mm-hmm,
This is called concept design. Concept design is just like a iteration.
mm-hmm,
We do not know what type of alignment will be established, what type of railway highways will be established. So what client or authority said that, okay guys, you are a good design consultant, and make something for us. Then what if we make a team and we start to building something, some design, and same way iteration design, do something and go with the client said,
mm-hmm,
oh fine, no, this alignment need to be changed from here, we cannot have that much of lands, so this much of height we cannot prepare here, we need this number of overbridges on this alignment. So we come back again, we incorporate these comments and in the design, drawings and design, and again go back to this. That means that iteration is already, we are working from the long
mm-hmm,
time, but it is not like as a agile type of,
mm-hmm,
means this type of word is not attached with our industry. So
mm-hmm.
when the concept is completely finished, means product is finished, client is happy with this concept, then client used to take that concept and go to the market and for the bidding
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
for the construction. So that means agile is already, or iterative, or whatever you say, it is already there in
Mhm.
the in our construction project, but maybe is not aligning completely with the same methodology.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah,
that is good that I can introduce this in my organization, something that
that's
I
good.
learned from
That's very
PMI.
good. That's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. That's very good. So what like just for the clarity of everyone, what I'm understanding is that in a construction industry also there are various types of initiative or work you do. It's just not
Yeah.
building, but before building there is a concept thing. And sometimes
Yeah.
some organization only involved in concept part of the project. Their job is
Exactly.
not for building the thing, and the concept
No.
part of the project is many times is very iterative in nature. So you
Very iterative.
run an iterations and you show it
Hmm.
and the feedback comes in and you run multiple
Yeah.
iterations before you reach
Multiple
to
iteration,
a
because the scope is not cleared at the
Mhm,
beginning. We do
mhm,
client does not know then what need to be built.
mhm,
So
mhm,
this is just completely asking from us, okay, okay, come with this scenario, come with another what if option, come
mhm,
with this
mhm,
optimization option. So
mhm.
lot of scenarios, so almost one 2 or 2 years or 3 years, but yeah, of course our iteration is little bit long,
Mhm,
rather
mhm.
than the it is not same like as a
Two
30
weeks or
calendar
yeah,
day
yeah,
sprint
yeah.
or so 2 weeks, something
Mhm,
like that, because the
mhm,
product is very high product,
mhm,
so
mhm, mhm.
iteration is high, but the concept is almost same.
Okay,
That is.
okay, that's great. Yeah, I think that's very good to know about the applicability of agile way of working, and that might be the reason PMI is promoting agile hybrid across industry, not limiting to one type of work. Let's come to
Yeah.
your PMP preparation now. Like, tell me something about your preparation journey, how you started, and what all you did.
PMP actually, honestly speaking, PMP I started on the last year, end of the last year. I just started to read the books and all these things. What I have some of my friends has given some materials, and then I started. And then suddenly flight open
Mm-hmm.
from UK to, and my mom is alone there.
Mm-hmm.
So I just left half of the way and then went to Calcutta,
Mm-hmm.
my native.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, by 31st December, I could not
Give the exam.
sit on the exam. And then on the 2nd of January, it's completely changed. And I
Mm-hmm.
have I have a discussion. Many people they said yes, it is changed completely. There's a lot of things. And then I got that outline, PMI outline, and I could look completely confused. And then one of my colleague who did PMP from on 30th of December, and he did it with you. He
Mm-hmm.
told me that Beej is very nice and Somankur and Saket is excellent. Means his
Mm-hmm.
video is awesome. So
Mm-hmm.
he did it with your son. Then I went and okay, let's see, let's find it out. So then I
Mm-hmm.
got it from your contact from your website, and I send you the mail.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
And then again, what you know that you send all the videos and all these things, and I started to study on that video. But the because I told you that I'm the lead planner on this project, and I have a tremendous pressure on this in
mhm,
this
mhm,
project. Actually,
mhm,
it is a very
mhm,
high profile project. So though we have 8 hours job, working hours here in England is very flexible, but for our case it is long because here actually nobody will ask you to do overtime, no one,
mhm,
because
mhm,
it is unethical. It is
mhm,
nobody, no manager, no
mhm,
line manager could ask you to do the job more than 8 hours.
mhm.
But it is your responsibility, self motivation, you know. If you align with the PM, now it is every word is coming in the mind that is completely PM work related, frankly speaking. my my family is quite frustrated. They said, please, now leave us. Everywhere you just trying to agile and all these
Uh-huh.
things. So same things. So self motivated means if organizations say is observing you, right, the people just observing you that you are self motivated, you are doing over hours, and they appreciate it. They
Mhm, mhm,
and so and so you know, you they according to their concern, you need to know what need to do,
mhm, mhm,
basically.
mhm,
How much work, how much is the, so that assignment should be done, so that client is happy with us. So because of the lead planner, I have a lot of works and continuously. So what I used to do, like 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30 sometime evening, my
mhm,
work finish, and then I take half an hour break or 1 hour or some tea coffee with my wife and
mhm,
talk to my and then from 7:30 onwards I started
mhm,
this
mhm,
study. Okay.
mhm, mhm,
So what happened initially, I could not align properly. and sometimes it's very feeling very sleepy because the long
Mhm.
hours I worked. So I just go to the bed and take the dinner and go to the bed. Okay, fine, finish. Okay, but the day you started and you sending that link, read that and listen this video quiz and all this you're sending starting, then suddenly slowly it is.
Mhm.
I generally used to talk very less in your whole forum in the
Mhm.
meeting, because I
Mhm.
just trying to observe you, I just trying to
Mhm.
listen you what you are going to say,
Mhm.
because it is not any question answer playing game,
Mhm.
frankly speaking. I just
Mhm.
trying to the what you are, your word, what you are saying, many things. Your word is tremendous. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
telling you, the people who listen this video very carefully, they do not need to go for the book,
Mhm. Mhm.
but
Mhm.
you need to have a patience and see your, and then means one of the, means one of the part like agile anyway, lot of people, pm box 6 is a books, lot of people has read pm box 6 years and years and years, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
agile method and scrum, it is completely new for us, and
Mhm.
for me it is completely new.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
the way it is discussed in the video, that exactly
Mhm.
that it is how you written in the product backlog, and then
Mhm.
showing that taking the features from product backlog to
Mhm.
definition of ready
Mhm.
DOR, and
Mhm.
definition of ready to then sprint
Mhm.
backlog, then how sprint backlog, it's fantastic. So this
Good.
is
Yeah.
all video I'm listening every time when I, and frankly speaking, going to washroom, going to bath, everywhere I just put this video on. So it is just picture in my mind now.
Good. Yeah.
Honest, this is my honest
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
every moment, and my, this is my mobile here. You also campus, we can open it. Everywhere. That- so
I know.
that gives, that gives me lot of benefits, rather than when I going to study, then one page, two page, three page, four page, after four page, oh, oh, need to go to sleep. But this video, the way it is, the way it is delivering to us, that is very nice. And then
Mm.
it is not just one person just talking, but because you
Mm.
make a flip, what is called, sorry,
Stickies and all. Yeah.
sticky, and make
Mhm.
it that, and then you pass on from here to there, then
Mhm.
I can understand. So it is really understandable that, okay,
Good.
yeah, so
Yeah.
how the process is working basically.
Yeah.
It's just a visual scenario.
Good.
So
Good.
that's why this will give me a big benefit. For
Um,
frankly speaking, your video means really nice for that.
thank you, and thank you for honestly sharing the whole your PMP journey, and thank you for being
Yeah,
so open
and
about it.
the
Yeah,
last moment what I did, that from 21st was our last class,
class. Yeah,
right? Yeah, so that is the 19th. From 19th is a Friday, and on 19th I just shut down my office. On 19th I take 5 annual days leave. I
okay.
said do and die, every day 10 hours,
Good. Yeah.
minimum 10 hours every day. Nobody means this is my room. I do not going out from this room to other last five
Great.
days, because I have completely deadline that I have to pass on this 26th.
Great. A
Because
great
it
commitment. Yeah. Yeah.
actually it is very tough if you leave the study. If there is a gap, I'm 100% guarantee you cannot recall back.
Mhm. That's
So that
that's definitely a
that
point.
is the one of the criteria success.
Uh-huh.
Whoever planned with your study, with your lesson plus own study, and give within a 1 or 2 week, they
Mm.
definitely will pass this exam.
Great. I think
But
that's a
somebody
very
think,
yeah.
yeah, somebody thinks that, okay, no, I'll take another month or 2 months, something impossible. It is very
Mhm.
tough to make this rhythm,
Yeah, yeah,
keep the
yeah, yeah,
rhythm
yeah, yeah,
completely
yeah,
the
yeah.
way.
That's a great point. So it's about the rhythm, it's about the focus, and then commitment. I
Yeah,
can see a huge
yeah,
commitment in you putting your
yeah,
10 hours during the last time, focusing on
yeah,
videos and enjoying. I can see that, most of the time when we were doing live class, you are focused, listening, only asking when there is a specific questions, and usually
exactly.
sending the
Hmm.
email about the question if there is a confusion.
Question.
I think that was a
Have you
very
seen that
focused.
how much question I have I just, you uploaded on two full-time questions,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I just leave one full-time question leave. I said
Uh,
if I fail, then
uh-huh.
I have to do one test because you have given only two.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
all the questions
Uh-huh.
I have done solve.
I know. And be very active and even challenging question if there is something there. Great. So what advice you would give to your fellow people who are preparing for PMP? So let's talk specific. So I understand that PMI has a three domains like people domain, process domain, and business domain. Let's talk one by
Yeah,
one. So what
yeah.
advice do you suggest for the people to prepare for a people domain, like what they should do based on your experience?
My experience, people demand. No, my first thinking is that people need to take out from their mind that PMBOK 6 has a predictive methodology.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That need to be taken out from the mind, because if somebody has a mindset, or somebody's already studied last year PMBOK 6, so of course we what we read maximum time, that is always make a
mm-hmm,
snapshot in our mind, right? So
mm-hmm,
completely forget about that. There is something called predictive methodology.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That is fine, first things. So people need to think about the, because most of the time it is a completely situation based.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Okay. So in the people purpose, if you say that whatever the what is called the section you have mentioned in the people, like
mm-hmm,
you have a stakeholder,
mm-hmm,
you have a resource management,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
you have how, what is the role of responsibility of the project manager.
mm-hmm,
This is
mm-hmm.
all coming from the people,
Yeah.
in people
Trainings,
domain.
trainings and
Training, yeah,
grooming
training.
people. Yeah, training and managing
Yeah.
people as well.
So that's fine,
That's
but
good.
people need to think on the based on the situation, not that okay, predictive said if it is coming something like this way, so action will be like this.
Mm-hmm,
No,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
no, impossible. That
So
is, that mindset need to be taken out from the.
yeah. So what I'm sensing is, and that's what I have am also believing. So you start thinking like a facilitator, not like telling people what to do, and understanding a lot about the resource management, stakeholder management knowledge areas, and seeing those contexts into a collaborative way of working rather than telling way of working. And that mindset,
Exactly.
the agile way of working plus human resource and resource management plus stakeholder management.
Yeah,
Tuckman
yeah,
ladder. Tuckman ladder is like a old favorite of PMI,
yeah.
like team development stages and all. I think that can make the person good in the people domain.
Good.
Good.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Thank you. So in a process domain part, I guess
Mhm.
there will be you might have some suggestions for agile and predictive. What kind of a suggestion you have for a process domain space?
uh, so what I said previously, that the most of the questions are related to the, not is only the predictive, that it is a complete method, means complete life cycle you can say about that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Sorry. So any type of question can come, any
mm-hmm,
type of life cycle they can ask you, but the process related question is, it's not just like exactly the what process or which type of
mm-hmm,
process that they are taking, but they're mentioning the process itself there, and
mm-hmm,
they're asking the action of the project manager.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And the
Great.
same process, whatever the process you have a predictive, same process they are maintaining with the hybrid.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm sensing is that, and this has been a progressive trend also from PMI people, and some of the practice test has yet to adapt to it. So it's like you need to have a good understanding of a process rather than memorizing each and every tool and technique and
Yeah,
getting confused in this was an input, why this is an input, it should be an output.
yeah.
So you don't have to worry about input output anymore. You just need to understand what is really happening in the process. And also
Yes,
when
what is really happening in the process, what is process is not a
not
mandatory.
an
What
not a
is
mandate.
process, you know that when you
Yeah,
make the definition, okay, this is the process.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what is happening inside the process,
Mhm.
that is really mandatory.
They need to understand. And when
Need
the
to understand.
yeah, and when the person is applying his mind into that process, the person should
Mm,
also take a pause. That's my suggestion. I'm just taking a validation. Person should take a
mhm.
pause and say, okay, how this thing will be different if I have a agile way or hybrid way of working. So what kind of a variation it might have if I just don't do this in a predictive life cycle. And if I think that part person starts understanding with some
Absolutely.
fundamental understanding of agile and predictive life cycle, I think they should do good. Yeah. What do you
Yeah,
think? Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Perfect.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And any idea about a business domain space, 8% domain space where we talk about business vision and all those stuff? Yeah.
Yeah,
Business.
but that's good. There is a lot of questions. I think I noticed something that related
Mm-hmm.
to the business value. They're
Mm-hmm.
talking what about the business value, but I don't know because in the program, in the question, sorry, exam, there is no separate section,
I
right?
know. Yeah.
People don't. Okay,
Yeah.
so we as a candidate, we could not understand what is this domain or the
I
not domain.
know.
We just
I know.
simply that okay, we need to give the correct answer.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
but many questions I have seen, whatever that is called a is talking about the business value, how it is
Mm-hmm.
maintained the business value, how does how customers is getting that business value from this
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
task or from this project,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, or from this iteration, how that business value is coming. So
Mm-hmm.
if it is a business value, that's fine, but specifically I could not recognize
Recall
what
and
is
recognition. Yeah,
uh,
but what
yeah.
my sense based on what I have been seeing as well as talking to people, I say in a
Mhm.
business space, understanding the business value, the different components of business value, and then
Mhm.
ensuring the business value really get delivered incrementally and have some understanding of business value
Okay.
realization
Yeah.
plan. And I think that
Yeah.
kind of a concept may get tested and maybe little
Yeah.
bit on compliance management as well nowadays because you need to manage the compliance requirement and ensure that part gets.
Compliance requirements, all that government laws and
Yes,
all these
government
things,
laws.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That I have noticed.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That is
that
something
I
which
have.
can be done.
Okay.
Great, great. I think this is very valuable thing. Like sharing your ideas related to people and sharing your advice that keep the momentum focused. Sharing your detail related to process space where we talk about agile and non-agile, and talking about business space as well. Any advice, anything which I might be missing, but you want to share with the future PMP test takers, which probably can help them?
Yeah, means no. What I need to say that first of all that um, for your purpose, first I'm telling your purpose. If you could
Mhm,
some, if you could post some type of questions that where I say that
mhm,
left hand
mhm,
side versus right hand side, that type of
mhm,
some things, then
mhm,
that will be beneficial to the people, and some fill in the gaps. That is the
mhm,
something. And for the PMP test taker perspective, I could say that question is hard, really hard.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
I'm telling you, the hard means it is not that that you could not remember the answer. You do
mhm,
not remember to everything, but the hard this because that the answer is too much. The four different type of choice is very much near about to the answer.
mhm, mhm,
So the what I did it method I applied because it was my style basically because when I started to prepare the mock exam or something practice test, I have seen that many times. I know this answer, but I do the wrong things. Why am I? Then I understood, and then I did the method that eliminating rule.
mhm, mhm,
I
mhm,
started to start that okay, these two cannot be happened.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
so remaining two is pending. So
Okay.
then I
Yeah.
make a okay started to think okay these about two or something
Uh-huh.
most of the time I have seen that like there is a lot of pinpoint is there means there is a lot of keyword is there. If you
Mhm,
finding out, if you listen the video or something properly, then there is some keyword like wherever the question means it is means I don't know. It might be sometime might be wrong, but maximum time is it a servant leadership. There is only one word is there, facilitating.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
If it is a facilitating, definitely that answer is correct.
mhm, mhm,
This is type of means keyword. The servant leadership never do any type of
mhm,
uh, demanding or any type
mhm,
of
mhm,
directing. He
mhm.
just facilitate.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So
this type of keyword
yeah, what I'm
need
sensing
to
is,
they,
yeah, yeah, yeah. What I'm sensing, let me repeat and see if it is getting right. So one has to prepare well. Don't expect that direct questions will come. There will be scenario based question. That's the thing. But your preparation can help you in identifying the scenario. The more you know about the subject well, so you will be able to understand the keywords well. So what is a facilitation? What is a servant
yeah,
leadership? What is a
yeah,
forming stage? What is a
yeah,
conflict? So as soon as the word
mhm,
comes, your memory can recall that this all story behind it. That can make your choices faster, so you can make quick decisions related to four options because you have a better
mhm,
preparation. And sometime when there is a close choice, then maybe you eliminate 2 out of 4 and see which are the 2 candidates, and then you explore that why this one and why not this one, and try to see the question and the keyword options and say, okay, this is how we probably want to run this thing out. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. A final question before we conclude. How was your online test taking experience? Because you
Yes.
were worried
Yes.
significantly, and you sent an emails and all. So, what final conclusion you make about this experience of Prometric thing? Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice experience. They are really means helping people. They're very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a lot of you have that means people if want to sit with the exam in the home, they
Mm-hmm.
can do it. Only thing they need to maintain the protocol what they
Mm-hmm.
are asking. They will send you the email and they will be asking you do this step and you need to do all these step before started the exam. So it's fine, it's no issue. All the
Okay.
only things that your area should be clean and the desk you have
Mm-hmm.
given the exam, that desk is completely empty. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so no water bottle, no drinking, no coffee, it is not allowed. Only it is allowed on the time of break.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time of break, I that is also one of my confusion was there, and I struggled. And at the time of exam, that suddenly when 60 question I done, the screen is gone. It is
Mm-hmm.
coming asking me to do the review. I said,
Mm-hmm.
why should I go for the review? I did not complete even. So then
Mm-hmm.
I there is a chat box
Mm-hmm.
already there. When you start, the actual screen will be coming. There will be a chat box. There will be a whiteboard. No calculator, no question, no pen, no paper is allowed
Mm-hmm.
physically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I contact the chat box and they said what happened. I said that I could not get any more question after from I went the point at 60 question, and then from 61 there is nothing. They said what is coming in your screen, because and moreover they cannot even to
See
look
it.
your
Yeah.
screen on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They cannot see their screen. They said we cannot see your screen, just tell me what is written there. Then I
Mm-hmm.
said okay, it is asking the review. So
Mm-hmm.
then I said why it is review asking, because I could not able to complete. Then okay, then he said fine, no problem. Then do the review. I said I do not want to review, I want to do the answer. Time is running. Then he said okay, then skip review.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said there is no button of the skip. Then I what I did, I just said okay, I do not need there's all review. I done all the review.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is a prompt that are you going to leave. I said yes, okay. And when I leave okay, then I came to know that I got a 10 minutes break.
I know. I
So
know. I know.
there is no time interval, there is a
I
question
know.
interval. Every
Uh-huh.
60 question you
Uh,
got 10 minutes break. But
okay.
60 question either you finish on 2 hours or is it
Uh,
1 hour, that is depends on you.
okay. Okay. So it's like they lock it and then you can't go back to those 60 question. You take the 60 question, you take a 10-minute break.
Yes.
It's kind of the
Yeah.
whole exam is done in 3 iterations. One iteration is
Three.
over, its iteration is over.
Yes, exactly. But it is nice. And
Yeah.
according to
Yeah.
Manish, given that you
Uh-huh.
should have take to 10 minutes break. And
Uh-huh.
I just maintain that yes, 10 minutes break is really required.
Yes, 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 yes. So the advice of Manish was useful. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing
Thank
all
you.
this. And I think stay in touch. There is a long
Yeah.
journey. And I do
Yeah.
see that the motivation you showed to get a PMP journey. I in my personal experience, I work with so many people. PMP is just on an exam. It's a kind of a motivation journey, and which many times
Motivation.
comes as a career breakthrough, not necessarily just
Mm.
because of the knowledge, but because of the whole
Knowledge.
process. You put an
Yeah.
investment, you put an energy, you set a goal, and then you do it. That usually becomes a very rewarding journey for many of the professionals. So best of luck,
Sure.
and thank you for
Thank
talking.
you. Thank you, Saket, for your very nice coaching to us. Thank you.